These really help to signify that the platform has confirmed the authenticity, credibility of this individual, of this business, of this profile, and that just really gives it more of a sense of trustworthiness. In the vast, interconnected world of the internet, or better known as online, more related to social media, safeguarding your personal information is more imperative than ever. And ensuring the credibility around you and those you are interacting with is even more imperative today. And that means it has never been even more crucial to be careful than what you are sifting and scrolling online when it comes to social media. In this episode, I'm going to really get deep into the surfaces of how you and me should be safeguarding ourselves when we are online, as much as we are online in today's day and age. We want to talk about online safety here. And I'm talking about online safety when it comes to being online on social media. Not even just for your children, for adults as well. So let's sit back and unravel the complexities that is social media today. I want to identify and share practical, actionable advice to help you and help me safeguard our attention, just our online digital well-being. Help you verify authentic profiles online across these social networks and professional platforms. So whether you're networking, whether you're generating leads online, or if you're just online to scroll to consume content like most people do, hopefully these expert insights will arm you with the knowledge and tools you need and resources to distinguish accredited profiles to potential imposter profiles. So I'm going to cover 3 following areas to be on the lookout for. 1, the importance of online vigilance. 2nd, the key indicators of credibility. 3rd, advanced verification techniques. What's up, everyone? This is Fit for Business with Jared Lane. As always, if you guys are watching on YouTube, if you can go ahead and tap that subscribe button. As well, if you're listening on Spotify for the very first time, if you can go ahead and tap that follow button. This is episode 20. As we know, social media is vast and filled with numerous opportunities online. Opportunities for online education, opportunities for business, opportunities for networking. However, as our reliance on these platforms grow, so does the importance of online vigilance grow. And with that, understanding the potential risks and hazard of surfing online or scrolling social media online. The digital interactions we have daily are crucial for individuals alone and organizations as well, small businesses or large businesses. And they are crucial to be able to protect your identity, protect your information. Not only to protect your online information, but to protect your overall well-being and your reputation. So let's start with this. Firstly, online, the internet. While it really is a tool, and back in the day, it was just a tool. Now it's more for recreational use as well. It just was unprecedented for connectivity, to connect with others. Now it's also opened doors, number of doors. One of those doors being vulnerability. As we all know, cyber threats, they're out there. Spyware, malware, these form of threats have been increasingly becoming popularized as time goes on. There's sophisticated targeting going on. These types of targeting allow users to phish, to scam, to get pertinent information, financial information. The consequences of such breaches can be detrimental to anybody, personal or business. It can lead to financial loss, credit card fraud, credit card loss, and it's a long, painstaking recovery. So what does that mean to us, right? We all must err on the caution when it comes to protecting our online assets, when sharing online information, verifying the authenticity of not only just websites, of course, alone, which we're talking about, but social media platforms, social media profiles, and taking robust security features like 2-factor authentication from logging on to these platforms like Meta, TikTok, LinkedIn. Not only using 2-factor authentication, but setting hardcore passwords. Personal, we all know there's problems that can arise. For businesses, the stakes are even higher. The online space is pivotal for operations and customer bases, right? Customer interactions to data storage with the cloud. Businesses are prime targets for cyber attacks. Any type of single breach can be sensitive to customer data. Intellectual property, internal communications can be adjusted beyond the financial implications that can happen or occur if a cyber attack were to happen to a business. Such incidents can erode and damage a brand's identity, can damage a brand's reputation furthermore, potentially causing long-term effects to that business or the individual that the breach happened to. Companies alike must arm themselves with not only just cybersecurity, but advancing with cybersecurity protocols and just fostering that cultural resilience, fostering a cultural of resilience between employees. In an era of today, day and age, where social media and public forums online alike, they're integral to businesses, integral to building brands and just demonstrating online forums for people to communicate in public forums, private forums, let's say closed Facebook groups. So for people that are oversharing data, oversharing could lead to potential intrusions, privacy invasions, misuse of personal information. For businesses, again, unguarded movements can really lead to having their safeguards down. That could lead to sensitive data being overtaken, issues with PR having disclosed information that shouldn't be getting out to the public, but it does. The key is to really cultivate a sense of responsibility and awareness for these types of businesses to secure these measures, which I'm sure a lot of these businesses do take these precautions. But when it comes to maybe smaller businesses, I'm not saying it goes like a thought in the wind, if you would. However, more businesses alike need to be mindful that these incidents of phishing, scamming online are occurring daily. The rise of misinformation and fake news. This really emphasizes the need for critical thinking and source verification. The spread of false information can have real-world consequences, as we've seen in the past, from influencing public opinion on social movements, right, to affecting electoral outcomes. It's important for online users to approach this type of content disconcerting, cross-checking facts, and really considering the credibility of the sources being shared or sharing this type of information online. So as the world has become increasingly more digitized, online vigilance really is emerging as a top priority for people and just businesses in general. And it's really a non-negotiable aspect, navigating the internet safely. So by understanding these potential risks associated with digital interactions and by adopting or learning how to adopt these proactive safe measures, they can help to mitigate those types of damages, those punitive damages. Individuals and businesses can properly safeguard themselves, privacy, security, safeguard themselves in the vast digital connected world. How do we go about knowing the key indicators of credibility, right? If we're talking about social media in general, information as we know it is abundant. It's abundant as a manifold. Determining the credibility online could be confusing. The amount of social media, the amount of profiles, the amount of people that are just pushing content out with information overload. It's become a paramount, you could say. Learning how to understand the credibility from these people that are sharing the information, that's the true knowledge and the power. How to determine a trustworthy site or a trustworthy profile to a non-trustworthy profile or site. Let's talk about that. Among these areas, verified badges, profile competencies, bios, engagement levels, these are one of the key ingredients. Those are the key factors to help determining a real profile to a bot, to an imposter. So as we know, a verified badge is probably by far one of the most symbolic way that you can say, hey, this is a credited source. This is a public figure. This is a celebrity. This is an athlete, and so forth. And the verified badges I'm talking about are the blue check marks. These really help to signify that the platform has confirmed the authenticity, credibility of this individual, of this business, of this profile. And that just really gives it more of a sense of trustworthiness. Granted, nowadays on platforms like Meta, Facebook, and Instagram, somebody can pay for this verification, this badge. However, they do have to go through a due process, right, where they are, uploading all their pertinent information, their ID, their identification about them. So there are steps that they can go to get that verified badge. However, note this. It is crucial, while these badges do show a symbolicness of verification and authenticity, that doesn't necessarily guarantee the quality or the accuracy that's coming from this profile. Or it's not, verifying, the authenticity that account is sharing with you. Profile completeness is another safeguarded risk or area that you can look at when it comes to credibility. Basically, let's break that down. A profile that has complete information listed on its bio. If we're looking at Instagram, they have, a real profile picture or a logo. They have their whole bio filled out from start to finish that explains who they are, what they do. They have contact information, a phone number, an email, links to their websites, links to other sites. That helps to demonstrate transparency. They can potentially be a credible source of information. They are trustworthy. They are established. They are a legitimate figure, a person. In contrast, profiles with missing information that we just discussed, that could be a major red flag. Missing photographs, vague descriptions, not complete profiles, no links to their websites. That could be something that would be formed as deceptive, a new account that just started. A third thing I want to talk about is, engagement. That could be another red flag to look for when you're looking at these verified accounts. These engagement levels will provide valuable insight into the account's credibility, those engagement levels. Genuine accounts typically have real life interactions. Don't get me wrong. In today's day and age, with the amount of bots that are floating online, people do get inundated with bots responses. However, real genuine profiles, real genuine accounts do have high number of engagement rates. They do have, and I'm not talking about likes, I'm talking about comments and shares. Now that this information is public, you can see this physically with your own eyes. Look at the ratios from comments to likes to shares. So in sum, navigating that portion of the digital landscape is important more than ever today. Learning how to spot the verified badge to the not verified badge. Assessing the profile completeness. Evaluating those engagement levels. Now, this information can help people like us make more informed decisions as to see what's credible and what's not credible. And do your homework, do your research. That's a way to be more authentic and get more reliable content online. So digital personas are just as significant as real-world identities. The ability to verify the authenticity of online accounts has become more crucial than ever. Beyond the basic levels of credibility, there are more sophisticated ways to verify profiles. There are techniques that can get deeper insights into the legitimacy of these digital profiles. I'm going to give you 2 advanced methods to use these techniques, which are using reversed images, searches, and cross-platforms consistency checks. Each of these offer a unique way to verify profiles and uncovering the truth beyond a malicious account online. Reverse image searches are such a powerful online tool that you can use. This can be used in your arsenal of techniques that we're giving you here today in this episode. This method involves using a profile's images, whether it's a profile picture or images that they've shared online. So think about any visual type of form of media that's floating around online. You can verify. You can use tools like Google Images or another tool called TinEye, TinEye. This allows you to upload these images into these platforms. So I'm going to read tit for tat what this does. So excuse me as I take it away. What are these? What is Google Images and TinEye? What do? They can reveal if the image is original or has been taken from another source. If a profile picture is found to be widely used across different contexts or associated with other names and entities, it could indicate that that profile is not genuine. Additionally, reversed images searches can help identify instances of impersonation or use of stock photos, further aiding in assessing an account's authenticity, right? So 2 tools to use now that you guys may not have heard of. So that is, again, Google Images and TinEye. Keep those. Make sure to save this post. Another tool that you guys can do, cross-platform, right? Cross-platform consistency. These checks offer another valid layer of verification. This technique involves really examining tools, examining individuals or organizations, their presence across different social media platforms, and websites to look for consistency in information and tone and engagement. So let's think about it. Authentic profiles. They usually maintain a coherent online persona, similar bio details, branding elements, and interaction patterns across all their social media networks, right? So if you compare different profiles, like my profiles, for instance, you're pretty much going to see everything across the board that's the same. Videos, about, and so forth. For instance, significant differences in follower counts, consistency checks not only update the genuineness of profiles, right? But it also sheds light on other instances, guys. Doing that cross-reference check really can help you mitigate to see, hey, this person is legitimate, they are fake. Right? You do that cross-reference check across Facebook, across Instagram, across TikTok, across YouTube. Verify these platforms. Because 9 out of 10 times, these accounts are going to have multiple profiles across these social media platforms. So by employing these methods of, using this reversed image searchery that we mentioned with Google Image and TinEye, you can really help to penetrate beyond the surface level of what's going on out there. Such thorough verification processes are necessary sometimes, not only for personal security, but for privacy. And our privacy, maintaining these daily interactions online. So in a world proliferated with fake news, fake profiles, and misinformation, ensuring that our digital assets, our digital engagements online, right guys? We want to just ensure like our trust and our authenticity is real. And the people that we're interacting with or the potential accounts you could be purchasing from, they are real. They are not fake. They're not trying to get you one over. So I hope these steps help you guys uncover any potential fake profiles out there that you may have potentially ran into before you came across this episode. As always, thank you for lending me your ears and most importantly, your attention. This has been Fit for Business with me, Jared Lane.